Extending my revolutionary greetings and salute to all the people's movement around the country, whether it be the farmers' movement fighting the Francis onslaught on this economy, whether it be the UNA movement fighting for the dignity of the Dalits, whether it be the UNA movement fighting for the dignity of the Dalits, whether it be the movement led by Bhim Army fighting for the adequate space in the social sphere. I would like to express my revolutionary gratitude and salute to all the struggling people across the country, whether in margins or in the periphery of the country. Here we stand by people's movement in Kashmir against the state repression. We stand by the people's movement in Gorkhaland for their right to self-determination, which is a constitutional right. So here also I express my revolutionary gratitude and support for people's movement in Meghalaya against the uranium mines, people's movement in Manipur against the attempt by state to plunder natural resources either through petroleum mines or through dams. Friends, here we are fighting this election in a very crucial context. As you know, the country is going through one of the worst phase in its democratic history. People are lynched mainly from the fact of being their identity. Muslims, Dalits, minorities, they are being lynched just for being an Adivasi, and Dalit or a Muslim. On the top of that, this lynching is not restricted outside the university. This state repression is equally reflected in university spaces across the country. University spaces, a space of expression, dissent, has been on the back foot with this new government. Here, JNUSU is not an exception. Here we can take the example of racist dossier that came out 2 years back. The racist dossier criminalized, it targeted and it manipulated students coming from marginalized backgrounds. When the students from marginalized backgrounds, they come here, when they assert themselves, they have been criminalized, they have been branded, and they have been withhunted. Students is not the only branding or sidelining or marginalizing students from oppressed background is not just restricted through this overt acts, but also through government policies and plans. As you can see, reservations have not been fulfilled in JNU for so many years, either at the level of faculty or at the level of students. Reservations of students belonging to SC/ST minority has not been fulfilled. On the top of that, Viva has been made 100% with this. Adding on to that, regional deprivation points and gender deprivation points have been done away with this current academic year. So, this is a systematic attack to exclude students coming from marginalized and oppressed section in university spaces. However, I would like to stress the fact that curbing of dissent or curtailing the university spaces is not just restricted for minority students. It is for all students in these campuses that raise critical voice and that challenge the establishment. Here, the closing of dhabas is very crucial because dhabas in JNU culture is the site where debates are done, where ideas are exchanged, and where critical discourses took place. So, in this context, the closing of dhabas will critically curtail this nature of JNU. So, carrying on with that, at the level of the academia also, there has been an attempt to wipe out critical research and critical discourses. You can see it from the lack of proper funding in centers like CSD, labor studies, or trying to roll back knowledge in their studies program from being a full-fledged center to just being a program now. So here, with all this attack, I would like to mention the case of AdBlock. Now it has been grilled, now cameras have been placed everywhere, so we don't have any site where we can engage in debate or engage in protest. So linking to this fact, I would like to say that we need a very strong students movement, given all these issues of sheet cut, fund cut and everything. And here, I would like to say that the last year union, or the JNUSU union led by ISA and SFI has terribly failed to address all these issues. It has only engaged in tokenism and mere protest for the sake of protesting. In the Nazim issue too, it has failed to take a very proactive step and engage or carry out a very radical or very very expressive students movement in the campus. When the in the ad block, when the students were having the ad block, the JNUSU called it off unilaterally without discussing all the common students. And in the case of sheet cut, the movement, JNUSU did not carry forward the movement as strongly as it should be. When some students and BAPSA, some students, DSU and some other organizations, they were carrying out a radical movement by blocking the ad block. That forced the administration to postpone the date of prospectus. JNUSU shamelessly called it off through the union GBM. That was held very. That was done through late night votings. So here, given this, I would like to express few words.
Your time is over. Please wind up your speech.
That BAPSA has done is the last 4 years.
Your time is over.
Yes, let the students movement in Nazim issue, whether it be
Speaker, your time is over.
BAPSA and some other student organizations that let this radical movement by blocking the ad block that forced administration to
Speaker, your time is over. Please wind up your speech.
So from BAPSA, I would like
Speaker, your time
to
is over.
appeal you all to vote for Honorable President, Subodh for Vice President, myself KARAM for General Secretary.
Speaker, your time is over. Please wind up your
and
speech.
for President. So,
Speaker, your time is over.
Operate long live.